gonna kind of stun anyone. So if someone's trying to fly, you throw it out, you get a free kill. You need to make the movie use it.
No way. What is this meme of an endgame? Are you joking? That is outrageous. I'm sorry, the developers have hijacked this game. There's a most wanted over there as well, by the way, as if there wasn't any other sort of double jeopardy. As up goes Zekken, maybe just doing a little bit of poking, not going to get spiked. Lunares gives him a little bit of cover. They've got that, of course, that fan which can propel them forward. So certainly in terms of going for the big dive for a huge finale, logic, that option is there.
It is, but also this is a little huge. That little sliver at the top left of your screen, that's a little bit safer for Tim Garfield to go to, but they actually say, you know, you want to go to the emergency platform instead. And I have never seen a stall out like this ever in my life. And you got to get off the platform. We're going to run in there. They saw an opening. FAEBLE saying, hey, let's take full advantage of it. But FAEBLE, they actually lost someone first. This is huge. Tim Garfield's starting to poke.
Shields down onto the emergency platform. It's another shield. These oaths coming in clutch. The Fate rewind, but FAEBLE down to 3. Flappy Penguin, that's a eye for an eye for another eye here. Dunmere the last to survive. It's Miracle going in for the execute, but somehow Dunmere is still online. That most wanted crown must look like the most scrumptious thing in existence, but does he have an emergency platform in his pockets? There is still one there, apparently.
He has a chest, and he says, you know what, that's going to work for me. But Dunmere, what is your game plan? Do you try to get the most wanted on the right? Do you try to get a snipe after that? I think that's what he's thinking. And Bishop saw the same thing, had the same idea, but Dunmere, this could be huge. Can you do it?
Oh my god, he got it!
He brings them all back, and Dunmere doing it for FAEBLE. Tim, I don't know what you're going to do. You're just a little Bishop right there. And goodbye, my friend. You're on that chest, but I think they could just wait it out. Look at where the storm is shifting to.
Oh my god. And just for reference, by the way, it wasn't that an emergency platform hadn't loaded in. Literally using the death box as a platform. What a turnaround. From 4 against 1 to 4 against 1. But the reversal, literally, if you've got those Shiv Uno reverse emotes in chat, please spam them now. But the storm grenade is going to make things very interesting. Zekken has to play the engagement of his life. It's 4v1, no most wanted. Will he be able to do the impossible? Well, the world is going to get one, but it won't be enough. FAEBLE do indeed close this book with a win to their names. A new winner in game number 2 between Crush All Players, main characters, and The Last Door.
Yeah, really surprised you didn't get the most wanted right there. You're the last player. Why not go for it? But they're going to get third party. There's no way you don't get third party, but The Last Door is up there. They're not fighting. You have to hear it. You're so close. I wonder if Crush All Players are going to recognize this and leave and maybe try to go to the left where there's some more open room to play with. Or they're just going to stay there and potentially get pincered. Dylan knows exactly what he's doing. Bang, bang, fight, fight. You stay there because I know there's another team at the last door coming in from the left. Very interesting option right there. Felix in the back looking for a potential flank, but you're by yourself. I think you just group up with the team and kind of slow it down and don't try to force anything crazy right now.
Crush All Players most certainly in God's spot right now, not just in terms of positioning, but in terms of souls as well. They've reached level 10, but there goes a nuke down. They're going to have to force them out of there. Kenneth manages to get it, but stranded on the other side. It's Venomous. Lovely Abyssal Shatter coverage from Height, who has been absolutely nailing it on that support oath this game. Meanwhile, main characters, they got new targets. The Last Door buy a bit of space with that ice wall as everything rotates up north. And look at this, the Last Door, this is their home territory. Base camp setup and all.
It is just so tight right now. Everyone having their own little campfire, roasting marshmallows all willy-nilly. You gotta imagine King Nidhogg is looking for one of those void engages again to just drag an entire team over. He ults instead, but the counter ult by the Celeste. King Nidhogg managing to live for the moment, but the Last Door smelling blood in the water, seeing a great opening. And they are going to get this third party, and boy, is it looking really damning for Crush All Players. Still fighting, it's a bloodbath. Can't even keep track of it all at the moment.
Main characters definitely the ones that came out worse out of this one, and there's confirmation that they will fall at 3. But I have the distinctive impression logic that if they don't get first, they'll certainly get second. The last door, I'm convinced that that pass kill was actually the first one that the last door achieved all game. Make that 2, 3, 4 perhaps. The last door slowly wins the race, but hold the phone, because Kid Nidhogg has most wanted. Does he have that ultimate available though? The cooldown wasn't in time. The last door win, but at what cost? I do not imagine that their KP will get past 10.
For the last door, out in 5th place after a lead with 37 is now a huge opportunity. We talk about teams like Cap, currently sitting in that 5th place position, who have a chance to succeed. Fable's in 4th. They themselves shocked by the crusher that be a response to slow this one out, to give just a moment for recovery behind the shield. A bit of a platform allows them to make this transition, but they're so close to Zenith.
It's not over, especially with everyone starting to get close together, and the fact that this circle is pushing towards Nidhogg and Cap. With how low Flappy Penguin got there, it was nearly a knock. But look at that tiny bridge that everyone's gonna have to play with. This little bit of land that is gonna be inside of the circle, as Passionfruit are losing out on their territory. It is disappearing from under their feet, and no team wants to enter the pit just yet.
Caught by the edge of the rotate. Passionfruit
Oh my God.
unable to make the full cross. The cluster, not enough of a space left available there. As a result, Crushball players are happy to make that successful cross. I like the setup from Fable, though, on the other side. Faye, very cautious. And once again, another good portals will pull Faye away. That regroups with the team into the nuke there. That's going to force the full team rotate. OC15 looking for any kind of knock. Just the one.
That's the wombo combo. They lost out on what they have been doing so much and so successfully for Cap, and they are getting pinched from every side. It's the call to escape and get out of this one alive. But Faye are there to answer the play. Earth Chatter tries to save Cap's life. They're so close, playing at the edge, but they're forced away by Faye. The snipes confirm these knocks, as Height barely might be able to clip back onto that little bit of land, but the Storm doing a lot of damage, and finally the knock confirmed. Cap are out of this one. 3 teams remaining on this small island as the bonfire has been sent out. Who wants to start off this fight? Passionfruit trying to get back towards the zone because there's not much territory to play with. Yet again, another Celestial saving their lives for the moment being, but Passionfruit are getting sniped down by Faye, constantly landing these strike cues, and then another one as Luke finds Water Blaze, and Zenith are still there to make sure Passionfruit cannot enter easily.
It's no confident position there, and for Zenith themselves, they're looking very healthy now, though. Fables have to play for the response with the Thunder out above. It's unused in its recovery. It's just but a surge that keeps Spade Storm still hovering above here. It needs to make an advantage, needs to play for some kind of reset. There's not a lot of time left standing. Into the storm.
That's a deadly storm, though. That's a very deadly storm that they were playing with, and a lot of damage just playing with nothing, as another snipe was almost confirmed. But now that Zenith are getting forced into the circle, Spade, your time is limited. It is out on the timer. The counters have gone for you and against you. You're burning, and the snipe's there. The Ghost finds it. Here come the cluster nukes right onto the only land that remains, as they're getting a burst of damage. Zenith are finding this one. Your bottom team, the team that was in last place going into this one, battling for first. Another one that happens. We had it in game 2, game 3, NA. Every team, any team can win this as Zenith take it.
It's a phenomenal setup there. They were counting seconds on the board till they were able to take advantage. You can see that with the setup itemization, the cluster of nukes that they set out. Not a cluster nuke, the cluster of multiple nukes to absolutely score the land there. It's a perfect setup. And like you said, for a team that is set in last with just 9 points, it is a massive return for this roster in the face of one final game.
There's no way we have 3 games in a row where our last place team from the previous game gets first, right?
There's a chance. There's a chance.
And where there's a chance, there could be a battle, as MOONLIT Battlegrounds are forcing out one with a nice bomb, forcing Tim Garfield's hand to try to enter the fray. Go for the battle, but they are now over the void, and they're getting eliminated. The snipe there from Taz! as make sure that PASSIONFRUIT are out gone, but an emergency platform has been laid out, but the bombs from MOONLIT BATTLEGROUNDS finding the knocks, and Mergen getting knocked over the void again. The last surviving member. No crown in sight, no hover wings either. You are delaying yourself as much as possible as every bomb possible is put down by Major Pleasure, so that Felix cannot get there, cannot survive, and we will have 2 remaining unless you can do the impossible, Merigent.
Just a second ahead there. Meanwhile, this is the major discussion we have at hand. MOONLIT BATTLEGROUNDS currently in last. The last door likely with the points on the board currently in first. It is a David v. Goliath opportunity. And with the Storm in MOONLIT BATTLEGROUNDS' favor, they've got the walls up. They're going to try to cover as best they can, but they only get 1 opportunity to slow the assault. Last door, and they'll start with the grass.
Oh, that's beautiful from MOONLIT BATTLEGROUNDS. The last place team from the last game are now looking to take this one with the Eye of the Storm popped on the Phenom to chase down. Guess who's here too? Merigent trying to get the team back in with a pull, almost finding it on the last door. Nuke's been sent out, and 2 are right on top of it. Felix is burned, baby, burn. Out of nowhere comes Merigent with the last door, trying to clean the
knock.
Flame Shield.
One knock!
Give Garfield, how the hell did you pull this one off? Out of nowhere, they will win our final game of Living the Vive at Loca.
Let's have a little fun.
Merigent pulls off the miracle in the final game of the day. We had completely counted this one out in the final moment, but especially with the crown, especially with the option for any kind of recovery at a moment's notice there, it is a fantastic, fantastic choice to go into the action when all the utilities down, no one's got anything left to play for, and you've got all the space to fight for what you need. Just 1 knock.